question that I get a lot is how exactly did I create the artwork for my t-shirts? And in today's video, I'm going to share with you exactly that. For those of you that don't know, my name is Taddy G and I run a clothing brand called Shiva Shiva. Here on YouTube, I like to drop tips, tricks, gems, and all of that good stuff. And hopefully today's video is going to be a gems video for you guys. Before we fully dive into this video, I want to talk to you guys about Awesome. So I actually registered my business as a limited company, as an LTD, and still to this day, I don't know whether I've done that right, whether my operational structure of my business is correct. So I wish I knew about Awesome back then, because they are actually offering to register your business for £12. And along with that, they will also set up a free business bank account. Awesome are experts when it comes to organizing your business accounts and making sure that your tax returns are returned on time. So that's a little bit about Awesome. They have accountants, so you will definitely know that they definitely know what they're doing. I feel like for £12 for an accountant to register your business for you is a steal. So I'm gonna have them linked in my description and in my pinned comment so you can register your business today. So back to my video. Initially, if you know my personality type, I wanted to take care of the artwork, of the design, of my graphic design myself. Yeah, I was determined to create this design myself and I was determined to learn. I had an idea of exactly what it is that I wanted to create. So just for context, the first artwork that I created for my brand was the Naya, and I had a really strong idea as to how I wanted Naya to look. So I carried out some research as to what different programs I could use in order to bring Naya to life, and the program that stood out was Blender, and Blender is actually free. So I was like, amazing. And I even lined up all the tutorials that I was gonna sit through and learn how to use Blender. So Blender is like a 3D software, guys. It's super intense, that software, because it does a lot. And I feel like maybe that software might have been a little bit too advanced a software for me to use for what I wanted to create. And even though I watched the first few YouTube tutorials, trust me, I quickly gave up and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm actually gonna have to look for somebody to create this design for me. And because it was quite a complex design, I didn't know what the pricing was gonna be like for that sort of design. So I got into contact with a few people from Instagram, so a few graphic designers that kind of do this sort of look that I wanted, or could probably do the sort of look that I wanted. But unfortunately, their prices were just a little bit outside of my budget. I am still quite a small business and I had a budget in mind, and I definitely was not looking to exceed that. So I have known about Fiverr for a long time. I've used Fiverr for an array of things before I came to using Fiverr to create Naya. So I hopped onto Fiverr and I typed in 3D graphic designer because my artwork was going to be like 3D-esque. And I, looked through lots of different freelancers on the platform, and I was basing my decision on the 3 following points: price, turnaround time, and previous work. Apologies, guys, if I seem to have moved. I had to quickly change the battery. Once I found a freelancer that I felt like could bring my design to life, I sent them my more detailed mood board as to what it is exactly that I wanted to create. And guys, I'm going to share with you guys my mood board. I just want to add that I have continued to work with this graphic designer, this freelancer, for a number of years now, maybe like a year or 2 now. So naturally, when you're working on a design, you work through stages and you receive something, you want some adjustments, and I'm actually going to share with you guys the process of producing Naya, what she looked like before and what she currently looks like how we got to the final design that we have today, which I absolutely love. This was my first initial point of contact. This is the message that I sent to multiple different graphic designers on the platform. And then once I had agreed and decided to use this particular graphic designer, this is the mood board that I sent them. So there was like 2 sides to my mood board. So the first bit is like the vibe. I wanted like a Afrocentric goddess looking, you know, something that emulated my culture. This particular picture here is actually a frame that is in my house, and some of these pictures are just things that I found on Pinterest. I also wanted my artwork to have like that futuristic vibe as well, which is what this portion of my mood board represents. And then also I wanted my design to kind of sort of have a stone effect. So I was kind of like embodying lots of different things to then basically come to my final design. So here is the first initial design this graphic designer sent me. And when they sent me this design, I was like, oh my goodness, they're actually gonna bring my design to life. Even though it's not quite what I wanted, and I did change quite a lot, which is what you will see. This first design, this first mock-up was really quite good. So I slowly started to change things. So I took off some of the jewelry. I ended up making it just like the head, and I made the stone a lot darker. So there's quite a lot of things that I changed until I finally came to my final design. And even with my final design, I still went back and changed one more thing. So she actually initially had these gigantic earrings, and I just thought it was just a bit too much. So I just went in last minute and took those off. Like, even if you see my photo shoot from my campaign, you'll see that the garments actually still have those large earrings. So it was literally something that I removed really last minute, and I'm really happy that I did. So I used this same graphic designer to then produce some of the elements of my Kai set, so my Kai set print. So I'll show you like the different parts that he created. And basically what I said to him was like, I basically want like a mother and child facing each other in the same sort of vibe as Naya that you've just created. And then I also said I want the same vibe of Naya, but with the lady kind of like the full body lady facing away with a strong stance. And that's when he produced this. And obviously I then went ahead and put those together, and that formed the print for my Kai set. So about a year on, I went back to my same graphic designer, and I basically said to him or her, I actually don't know their gender, that I would like the male version of Naya with dreadlocks. I didn't even need to do too much. We still had to change quite a few things, and I will show you where we were first, and obviously the final design that you see on the Nkosi t-shirt now. We did make a few changes, but he already knew my design style, exactly what I would want. So actually producing Nkosi was really easy, and I really love what Nkosi looks like, and his dreadlocks, I just feel like he looks sick. I love him. So yeah, that's basically how I found the graphic designer for my clothing brand. I used Fiverr.com, and it is a graphic designer that I will always go back to. He or she is my graphic designer, and I am always gonna go back to them and have my designs made by them. Guys, comment in the description if you've seen my ad for Fiverr. That is me. But yeah, guys, I really hope that that's helped you. I know a lot of people do struggle to find a graphic designer within their price range. So yeah, guys, I really hope that this video has been helpful, and I will catch you guys in my very next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Road to 25k. I love you all so much.